Yeah, big up, Will. Interesting convo still. Interesting. Young SBK, I see you. Yeah, the youngest in charge. Scooper, where are you, bruv? Wake up. You're hiding, everybody. Yeah, young SBK, I see you. It's been reason with the man them today still. Seeing what's going on. You get me? My brother. Jeez. Yes.
Well, go on.
Well, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, bruv. We're just reasoning. Today's a reasoning day. You get me?
Hear that? Oh. That's cool.
Reason, where you at?
Just left Sam's.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you lot chatting about?
We're just literally chatting about like the direction of where we come from and where we're going. Do you get what I'm saying? And like the importance in being self-sufficient and being independent. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we also we're just sharing some experiences that like some people might not know that we've had with each other. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just explaining that Wiley put me onto Terry, the first person that I could press my records from. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like certain times where I might have been in my ends or whatever, and you'd be like, yo, come to North, bro. You get what I'm saying? Come up there, like get away from the ends and come and broaden your horizons. You get what I'm saying? So and that was just like literally brotherly love. You get what I'm saying? From the get-go. So I was talking to D Double, and Double was saying to me, everything that we've got was based off love. Do you get me? Even if sometimes man clash, sometimes man battle, or whatever, the end result is love. The end result is like man want to see each other do the best that we can possibly do. Do you get what I'm saying? I was speaking to Respect earlier, and he was telling me about when he went to the marches and that, and how the man them are unifying, and like certain man that have got beef are squashing their beef to just deal with this cause. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was saying like in this time, that's the type of shit that we need to be doing. You get what I'm saying? That's the most important shit. So man just literally was reasoning with Respect, reasoning with Will. You get me? Just reasoning with the man them, man.
It's all pain, isn't it?
Huh?
It's pain.
Yeah.
That's what it's all
100%.
about. Like, everyone's has their own pain, and like Grimes, like where we all, like if you think of it, yeah, it doesn't matter how big the room was. There's many man that could fit in there to spit their bar about their pain. They was just in there, fam. You get me? And there's not many rooms that man would squeeze in like that.
I heard that.
Man wouldn't even want to squeeze in a room like that. But for the pain, you would go to whatever room it was and spit. You get me? And get your pain out. But music's like therapy. So to me, like whatever it's been, whether it's like UK hip hop, jungle, grime, what else, like drill, like we're just looking at brothers just in pain, you get me, and going through their things. But at the end of the day, like after you go therapy for long enough, you should want to come out the other side on a different level, you get me, and the therapy should have been worth it. So it's like, yeah, that's why I don't know, like the more you get through your career, things will brighten up, and it's like in myself, going to radio and spitting with beer man, I don't see doing that. It's not natural to me to want to feel to do that anymore, because I kind of realized what my thing. If I look at videos of myself when I was coming up, yeah, it's sick and it's raw, innit? But that's a man that I would not like to meet right now. Yeah. Everyone's telling me to go back to the old Skepta. You don't want the old Skepta. I don't. That old Skepta was going through things to get me what I've had to go to Nigeria, power up myself, understand who I am, understand that in this country I'm a visitor. I understand racism. And I get that I could be a victim of it if I allow myself mentally to be. But I've gone to Nigeria. I've been to my granddad's grave. You get me? See my own name, Joseph Adenuga, on my granddad's grave. Powered up, understood who I am, where I'm from. I'm a visitor in this country. Most people's parents have come here to make peace, to send back home, but they got comfortable. You get me? Some of them are born here on the Windrush. Some people on the Windrush. Everyone's built up the country. Some feel very patriotic about the place. You get me? But if you go to Africa, or if you go to Jamaica, and so even when I went to Jamaica, I still had the same like realization of self. You get me? So for me now, it's like I'm happy and I'm blessed that I was in grime, because the natural raw talent that I was taught was like a college. It was like a school. You get me? And I could do anything, but I could make any beat that I want. Like, my identity is, people know who I am in it. So if I want to make Praise the Lord and go triple platinum, I can. If I want to make Bad Energy, I can. If I want to make Rascal, That's Not Me, shut down, I can. If I want to make Ain't Safe, I can, because I know I was one of the first people that came in and did the heart. I know you definitely did it. You was pushing hard stuff. I won't lie to you, but a lot of it was that boom boom jim 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 boom. And I used to pass the mic when I hear like jim jim jim. If it starts too much of that, like, it starts getting too dancey for me. You get me?
I hear that.
And the Ruggish Bone thing, man came in on the half step, man came in on like, man was in love with that Memphis type 3-6 Mafia type shit. So it's 660, it comes around 360, and that bounce and that cadence is still alive today. You get me? So I just look at grime as like a blessing.
It's just all one. It all goes back into one thing, and it all gels back round.
It's crazy, fam, and it's so beautiful to see that man was always like, man's been doing this, fam, from early. So when I do it now, it's just come so natural to me. I don't really I do music because I like it now. You get me? And I try and like channel different types of like ideas, or I think pain exists in many different kind of places, and try and channel it out and push people that maybe was where I was before to rise up and think better, man. And you get me? But it's sad to see that a lot of man that we was in the room with, they've not dealt with their pain. You understand? So like, it's like the other day when we went and we did that set. Remember, we did the BBK set, the Microphone Champion set. That's due to come, my bro. We just haven't realized what worked out how we want to drop that, but that shit to me is, I love that. You get me? I love that when I can go and do it now, and it's fun and I enjoy it with my friends. Like, we're just having fun on the mic. You get me? But I could tell
there's not that whole other element to it. That whole like, is man trying it? Is like, is the vibe, like all that whole like energy? You get
all of that. It's all mad. Like, it's mad now. You understand? Like, if I'm still going in the room and thinking like that, it's mad. Like,
I hear you.
I'm a big man, fam. I'm a big man, fam. So, and it's like, times have changed. Like, we're not kids anymore, innit? So you have to understand why you're going radio. I want to go radio with certain men who are like, when I see, well, you know what? I say D-Double, but D-Double's always had a certain aura about him, where he's just always been. It was like he was ahead of his time. You get me? There's a few of them like JME, but then there's a few of us. I'm definitely gonna put myself in there that we was just on this mad thing, fam. You get me? That was really. It was really that. Yeah, it was really that or nothing. This is all man had, fam. Man's willing to take off anyone's head. Man's willing to diss anyone, go to any rave, clash anyone, rascal, write bars, tell everyone, yeah, suck your mother, all of that. Man was on all of that smoke, fam. Like, get me? And it's like, that's because of how like a mixture of the pain and how badly man wanted to just get out of it. Yeah, just get out of whatever situation that he was in. But
it's mad that you said that. It's mad that it's mad that you said that, because I always, like, I was with Double yesterday, yeah, and I really thought that, I was looking at him and I'm like, Double, you've never done that thing where you're like, you know what I'm saying, that thing that we're talking about. He's just always seemed blessed. Same with JME. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a part of me that kind of, I feel like, bro, man, like, I kind of wish I clocked onto it earlier, but then my journey's my journey.
Yeah, my journey's, yeah, come on, fam. Everyone's got a different journey, Carl. You get me? That's why I say that man's just lucky to be able to, like, them times there, a man will ask me to do a tune from a genre that's not to do with me, fam. I'll be so ignorant to thinking I can't do. How can I make Praise the Lord, fam? Like, or how can I make Ghost Ride, or how can I make What Do You Mean with J Hus? I won't know, like, I wouldn't think to do it because I'm just not thinking like that. But it's like, it's a blessing to be able to, like, when you see your journey and you appreciate it, it's like, raw.
When was the moment that you clocked that you could step out of, like, doing the grime format and, like, sticking to being, like, not patriotic in that sense, but, like, you know, obviously you're held high up in the grime rankings. If you're talking like top 5, or even top 3, you're there. Do you know what I'm saying? So people hold you there in grime. What was the moment that you knew, like, yo, I can just do what I'm doing?
Probably Blacklisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, around Blacklisted time. Like that, when I made Blacklisted, I can hear it in my bars, like in the music or whatever. Like, there's so much different styles on there that I was like, shit, man, like, especially being British, like, there's something about being from here, you get me? If we do any type of music that we do, because we've been, I don't know, maybe because we've went to school with everyone, like, there's every different culture in my class, but there was so many different people in my class. If I do something, it's gonna sound kind of authentic to what it is, you get me? Like, I'm not like, or if you hear, like, I don't know, if you hear an American person try to talk patois or try and do an African accent or try to do something that's not American, it just always sounds a bit like off. You know what I'm saying? It always sounds like they're not cultured enough to, they're not culturally traveled enough. They're just American, and if they're gonna travel, like, a man from New York will just go Miami. That's his holiday. You understand? So, with us, man's been so many different places. Man can, like, I the other day, I could say thank you in about 25 languages, blood.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a thing. Like, I was like, raw. I was like, I know another one. I know beer languages, but if I want to make a different kind of music, bro, like, I can, like, you understand? And I'm gonna do it with authenticity, and it's gonna sound correct because I'm gonna understand what I'm doing. And if I don't, I won't do it, fam.
Don't do it. If I don't,
I won't do it.
Yeah.
But
I heard.
But saying that, going back to it, it's like, because I done grime. It's because I did grime. It's because I had the mic in my hand, and when an instrumental comes on this thing, I have to adjust, innit? Like, I got a different kind of bar for a different kind of rhythm, and understanding rhythms, like, played just on decks and, like, being a mic man, you get me? So that kind of teaching, there's priceless, blood. That to me, I wouldn't change it for anything. You get me? I wouldn't change my journey for anything, cause everything that I can do now is because I did grime first.
Because of that, 100%.
Yeah, man. And that's what I praise. Like, a man was asking me the other day, like, oh, like, we want to get some new people at Nike, from the UK scene and whatever. And I said, look, the best thing to do, you're gonna have to wait to see who wants to do it. You get me? You're gonna have to see, like, I could name like 15 drill artists that, yeah, they could do it, but then a mad thing could happen and they might not be good for the brand, innit? So, or I can name 15 people from grime, they could do it, but people have to, like, it's gonna be, I would love to see, like, in, like, so what are we, like, we're like 15 years in, I would love to see, like, in another 10 years, who in drill is used their pain and their skill to take it to that level and say, raw. Like, that's why I rate Headie 1 so much, you get me? Because ever since, like, his whole pattern, like, his mind, to me, as I've spoken to someone who's, like, doing drill, is different, man. It's different. People might think that, oh yeah, he's just some road man and he's just doing, like, talking about quangins and that, but he's smart, and he knows what he's doing, and he knows where he wants to go. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
my brother that I was talking to yesterday in the car, yeah, who was just going around. We went Selfridges. It was open. We had to go and just enjoy it because it was the first day back. You get me? He was there, and I said to him, like, when you do this music thing, when you're writing, don't just say that you're on the block and blah 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 all the time. Like, don't, like, obviously people want to hear that to relate to it. Yeah, that's where you're from, innit? You get me? But say where you want to go. Say what's changed. You get me? Say what's changing, because you remember, you see that what you say, like your words are, it's very, very powerful. You know this already, anyway, because you was the one who told me this. Like, once you said, is it word power? What do you say?
Word power and sound.
You understand? So when you're saying stuff in your music, project yourself to where you want to be. All these things that I have, everything that I have, whatever, even if it's not monetary, like every place that I am, my friends that I want to be, I said in my bars, innit, I don't move for them, dickhead, blah, blah, blah. I always said, like, I'm talking in my music, innit? So I've spoken myself to where I want to be, you get me? And it's going to be amazing to see which one of these artists are just going to bait themselves up, get bare famous in the hood and get themselves into a madness, or you're going to use that and push yourself to where you want to be and become a Jenner and become a boss and become someone who's in control of their surroundings, fam. It don't mean things can't get dropped no more. It don't mean things can't get patterned. It don't mean that people are gonna get away with being rude. That I don't take no funniness. You get me? But man's, the way that I've patterned my thing, I'll be at home with my feet up. You get me? I'll be at home with my feet up because I've put myself in a place where that's just the way that it goes, fam.
I feel like Dizzy understood that as well, because he was like, even when he said things like, I'm on the way to 1 million, you're still on the way to the Palace Pavilion, like, if you listen to some of these,
even if he didn't know,
yeah,
he's subconsciously like projecting, family. You understand? He's subconsciously projecting himself to a point like where you have a moment in your life, you will look back and you will realize, shit, because I said that, that's why that's happening. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I think, man. I just think it'll be sick, man. I can't wait, fam. I can't wait to see like raw in like another 10 years, bruv. I'm just like, what blood? I remember this youth was just saying beer grease on the mic. And now he's understood in his mind that he could do that and do this and do that. And a man will ask, oh. Yeah.
Seriously,
No.
Hey, stop it, you're kidding me. you can't look.
Madden Road is hot outside, blood.
It's so hot, and I'm looking at you in that jumper. It's making me hot. But you got the aircon.
Got aircon. Come on, blood.
Yeah.
Come on, fam. And you know what else? You know it was yesterday. I tried to do that thing, like try to do the open shirt thing and that. But blood, you know how UK stays, but after a certain time, it'll just get cold, fam.
Switches it up.
I don't know whether to come out in a raincoat and a flip flops or shorts and a puffer jacket. I'm just confused, lads. So this time today, I said, you know what? I'm not getting caught slipping again, fam.
No, I hear that fully, fam. I hear that. Where you on for the rest of the day?
I heard one bar's opened. One bar that we, you know that bar. That
what man's pulling out? What?
Yeah. No. I heard that they're doing only what do you call it? The collection, or like you order and you stand outside, so there's gonna be people outside just having drinks and that. So yeah, man, I'm gonna try and do that, man. You understand? Yeah. Oh, hey, I heard there's drive-through cinema. You know?
Is it?
Yeah, about that.
I saw that on someone's Instagram today.
Yeah, about that.
Bruv, all of them, I heard about it, but in America.
No, fam, I'm telling you what, yeah, you know, like, as mad as this time's been, yeah, I think there's going to be some cold ideas coming out, fam. Like, it's going to be some stick new things that man would just be going to, like, waiting for, Paddy was talking a mad idea for a rave still, it could work still. But.
What you say, what, you with pads?
Yeah.
Sat me, mate.
Yeah. Well, you know what you said, even if you find out about that drive-through cinema thing, bruv, man would have to pull up, bruv, because right now, see what it is, it's limited things, innit? It's limited.
Where's the girl them though in there though, Jam, man?
Fam, you know, you see my thing from the beginning, yeah. I've been a man them MC, you know. I'll just keep it real. My gal them thing
What
was
kind of man
separate.
them blood? It's not a man them MC blood. How you mean?
Fam,
What genre of music do you know in the world where there's no girl in the crowd, fam? Are you going back? Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it, man.
Hey, nah, you are kidding me right now. You know?
And that's a testament to what I was saying. You see, like the pain that we were spitting back in the day, a lot of man like are relating, and even the gal are relating. But after a certain point, they're like, "Raw, why is that man still like?"
So yeah. Why is he not talking about that?
Why
is he not talking
why
about?
you still going through this? Like,
Yeah.
You've been murking now. You're going mad. Your Instagram's all mad.
I heard that
Your
fully.
Twitter's all mad. They're seeing in person. It's all mad. You're moving mad. You're still moving mad. They're like, raw. I get the pain when you're young, and it's mad out there for you. But haven't you patterned yourself up now?
No, I heard that fully.
Pattern yourself up, man, and do your music with some good vibes. Like, do speak different things. Speak on some, like, on some OG level. You get me? I try and do it in my intros and most of my albums. You get me?
Well,
like,
the thing is,
you don't. Bullet from a gun.
Yeah.
You get me? I always try and show people that raw. Before this album's even started, this is where my mind's at. You get me? This is how I'm coming. This is how I'm thinking. Like, so whatever I say on the rest of the album is cool because I'm telling you at the beginning, like, this is my meds, innit? Like, you hear I'm blacklisted. I'm saying raw. Like, blood. I'm in the studio, fam. Run out of drink. All we got is some fucking weed and biscuits, blood. Like, it's this.
And
I'm sleeping on the mattress,
that
blood,
day.
at my mum's house.
People just think that's a bar. But
No,
I remember that day.
No,
because that original bar was like, I'm waiting for Jam to offer me a piece of the pizza, the original one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't usually beg. I'm looking at you eating the pizza, blood. Jammer. I'm like, I set the mood first, and then boom, then after bang, vicious. No, that's not after blacklisted, but then boom, Konnichiwa, how I was feeling this crazy. Like, by now you should know I hate waiting. I got no patience because I'm like, we was waiting for so long. We was waiting for so long, blood, and then bam, then I explained that, then boom, vicious again. Still, I'm back on my OG shit, like I'm cruising the fucking streets. Then bang, ignorance is bliss. Now hit them with bullet from my gun. You get me? And let people know that I see videos of myself. I can't believe.
Yeah.
So,
you don't like some old footage, innit?
You
don't like some of them.
Even when me and you was clashing, blood. I see videos of me talking to my dog. Like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why am I moving? Like, who's that? Like, if I saw that you now on the roads telling me, hey, Skep, hey, let me spit a bar to you. I'm not gonna lie, fam. I'd look at him and think, fam, that you is volatile.
Yeah.
You get me?
I hear that.
But I just had to take time. Like I said, it's my journey. But I always have to let people know where you want to go, man, and how you.
Well, I think that was a big there's a lot of youths that have been in this, that mostly in this live now. You get what I'm saying? That are gonna take a lot from that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's the mad thing what you said, which is so important, is that you come in the game, you have your pain. This is your this is your place that you can express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some people have boxing, some people do football. Do you know what I'm saying? You come, you spit your bars, you understand who you are. You start to feel better through understanding who you are, and then you tell people where you want to go, and you go there.
Done.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Done. I can't even say it better than that. Big fact. I can't say it better than that. I'm all due to go now. Like, I'm all due to say, yeah, you're done now. I love. Hey, Gemma, my brother, love.
Come on.
Everyone,
love.
Happy quarantine.
Yes.
Get me. Merry Corona. Black Lives Matter on a serious note.
On a serious note.
Yeah, man. Keep pushing, man. Powers.
All right, love, Skep, man. Big up, Pads. Big up you, man.
Big up. All right, mate.
Love.